Hi, I'm KToTheLau, the writer and director of Slots of Life and the co-director of Stages, and thank you for visiting our Indiegogo page. I was a teenager when I found out filmmaking could be a job, and I've been obsessed ever since. I started off with stop-motion animation, with Legos, and eventually moved my way on to live-action stuff with friends, then went to film school, and since graduating I've worked in independent film, both features and shorts, and TV shows, and music videos, and commercials, and more. My filmmaking goals from the start was to become a writer and director, while also teaching myself every aspect of filmmaking I could, from cinematography, to audio, to editing, to production design, to producing itself. I spent the past 7 years in the film industry in various positions, starting from the bottom as a production assistant to working my way up to becoming a producer. This has taught me practically everything I've ever wanted to know about the industry and how to make a movie from scratch. But the thing is, I have yet to write and direct a true short film. And this is where Slots of Life comes in. I've been toying with various ideas here and there, but then one day the visual of a old woman sitting at a slot machine for hours on end was stuck in my mind. It made me wonder what her story was and what parts of life would lead someone to sit there all day. If you've ever traveled in the Midwest and stopped at a random gas station, you know what I'm talking about. And through the exploration of this visual when writing the script, I found a bit of my own self in the story. You see, in the film industry, and kind of any industry in general, there is this big stay in your lane mentality. A lot of people only have one purpose. Cinematographers only do cinematography. The lighting team only does lighting. The sound team only does sound. It is extremely rare for someone in the film industry to be a jack of all trades, which I found this extremely odd when I fully entered the film industry because I went in trying to learn everything I possibly could. In a way, my goal is to be a sort of Steven Soderbergh, someone who just knew how to direct and write and shoot and edit and light and do sound. But again, it's rare for someone to do that in a capacity that people can generally say is good. And by being a jack of all trades, I ended up being kind of railroaded into logistical work. I don't regret being a producer at all or working in production because, again, I wanted to learn everything, and producing is a huge part of filmmaking. The creative people of the filmmaking industry cannot get their jobs done without the logistical side. But the thing is, I'm not really a logistical person. I'm more of a creative that understands logistics. But I feel like a good director needs that mindset. A good director needs to know how to shoot their movie efficiently, how to know when they have the right take and ready to move on, how to really keep a schedule and nice flow going. So again, I don't regret any of the logistical work I've done in the past, but once I started feeling burnt out, I knew I needed to take a step back and go back to my roots. And these are the emotions that I infused into Slots of Life, where it feels like life gives you a purpose that sometimes isn't a right fit for you. Because the thing is, we as people are multifaceted, we're multidimensional, we have contradictions. Exploring these themes in Slots of Life feels timely to me, even though I am not the same age as the main character. Slots of Life follows Carol, a woman in her 60s or 70s that spends her pastime playing the video slots at her local gas station. When Carol goes out for a smoke break, she sparks a conversation with Harper, one of the gas station attendants, played by my friend Macy Murlock, by the way. And in their conversation, they have a discussion of how people can have multiple purposes, and also the difference between happiness and fulfillment. Because another thing I learned in my career in film is that you can chase happiness, but it is very fleeting. But when you chase fulfillment by making something, that feeling lasts. It doesn't go away unless you let it go away. And that's why I want to make Slots of Life, because I also know people who go through these feelings. People who feel like life has completely steered them off the map and are afraid to course correct or start over. I was scared to essentially start over in the film industry by stepping back from the logistical work and focus more on creative work. But it's a risk I'm willing to take, and I hope you can support us on our journey. But wait, there's more. You see, my cinematographer, Cal Coaches, and I were talking about filming Slots of Life in mid-October. Then one day I got an email from John Pata, director of Black Mold, reconnecting me with Macy Murlock. As it turns out, Macy had written a short film and was looking for me to produce it for her. I love a good young adult drama, and I love how surrealism can be used to enhance the arcs of characters. And Stages finds a way to combine these two things. And the weird part was, Stages was using a lot of the same resources as Slots of Life. So I told Macy, hey, I'm definitely interested in helping you out with this. And I know this is a weird offer, but what if we did a I scratch your back and you scratch mine? I will help you co-direct Stages since you are going to be the lead actress. And you can also appear in my film and produce Slots of Life as well. And so Macy was cast in Slots of Life. I will be co-directing Stages with her, and we are shooting both these films in the same weekend. Both of these films are passion projects for us, a way for us to express our feelings of working in the film industry and where we are now. It is also us grabbing life by the reins and creating opportunities for us to branch out and show the world what other talents we have. Macy wants to be more than just an actress. I want to be more than just a producer. We want to be filmmakers. We want to make movies that affect people in the same way movies have affected us. So when you support these two films, keep in mind that it's more than just the films itself. It is the people behind the films. And it's not just me. It's not just Macy. It's not just Cal, our cinematographer. It's not just Emily, our producer. It is everyone who's involved in making this project. On paper, most of us involved in these shorts are doing something completely new. However, it's not new to us. It's just new to the public. We have the skill set to do this. Now we just need the funding. Our goal is to raise $4,000 on Indiegogo. This is to help pay for lodging for Macy, the rental fees for filming locations, and gas and food for the crew. If we happen to go above our goal, that also gives us the opportunity to pay our crew a higher rate. And you will notice, unlike most campaigns I've seen, the lowest tier allows you access to see the finished film, because we want people to actually watch the films. Behind the scenes access, custom made buttons, custom made shirts, Blu-rays. And so if you or someone you know may be interested in this project, as well as being in the financial position to help us out, that would be amazing. We would be so grateful for that. And it's okay that you don't get to the $1,000 tier. Every dollar helps, way more than you would think. Because, as I said earlier, I'm also a producer. I'm a director that understands the logistics. I know how to shoot a movie efficiently. If you're curious on what Macy and I have done before, feel free to check our websites and our IMDb's, and stay tuned for more updates.